If you want your interview answers to stick in the mind of your interviewer, then you need to use this simple trick from marketing. When people are marketing content, products, services, ideas, the best marketers know that they have to connect the product or service or story to the story that's already happening in the mind of the customer. And you can do that in interviews as well. You can take the story that you want to tell, the answer that you want to give, and connect it to a story that's already happening in the mind of the interviewer. So you might do that by talking about some of the research that you've done. So, I noticed on your website you said this, or I noticed in your latest press release you said this. You might do it by linking back to a conversation that you've had. If you've done some research, you've been able to speak to some people in the company, maybe even you've spoken to the hiring manager. So you might say, when I was speaking to Bob and your team about X, this is what he said, and that connects in this way. Or you remember when we caught up, you mentioned Y. This really relates to that. Connect the answers that you're giving to something that's already in their mind, and that'll give it a much greater chance of sticking with that hiring manager, and it'll make it much easier for them to offer you a role or to take you to the next step. Let's create a career that you love.